All right, let's do this. 1 hour later, but we are starting our first, not first recording of our sync. I prepared this kind of flow that I want to try. It's about like sharing. Yeah, it's about sharing.
Very, very deep.
Sharing is caring.
No, it's like, yeah, no, it's like typical
Very
sync, but a bit a bit different because it's like more about sharing a bit more than just your work. It's also sharing your emotions,
Oh no.
and it's also for us to just like be happier, as a team. Like it's a good to share these things, but it will be nothing like crazy. Don't be afraid. I won't ask you like how is your personal life.
Great.
Actually, the first what I want to talk about is just ask each of you what was the most exciting thing you did or worked on this week, or will work maybe, and why is it like the most exciting thing, and what do you like about it, and what was the challenge there, and something like that, and just like share a bit of it, and let's like give time for to each one of us without jumping into their conversation, and then we can move to the next point. And I can share start what I found most in exciting. This is so cringy, but I like the most exciting thing this week. What I worked on, and it's the Crazy Monkeys website. So I'm working, and that's why I wanted screen share, but doesn't matter. I'm working on like a homepage, landing page for Crazy Monkeys, which is a project for those who don't know that will be like the mothership of all other projects like Welder and stuff like that. And that's where we also work with Jordan, Miguel, the guys who recently fucked up our call. And I'm working on this website, which is like a tree for everything we do. Like not like a tree, like like one place where all the things we do will be stored. So there are our projects. There will be these videos, these weekly things. There are going to be, for example, links that we share within each other, and others can see what we share, what we find as inspiration for us. There will be like Marek's idea about this like must use see read list of tools, books, articles that we find like, okay, this is when we find some real interesting book, for example, Rework, we put it there and it's like, okay, this is something we really believe everyone should read, and we will make this list. And so many other things, reviews on tools, reviews on software or programming languages we use. And I'm really like, I really like designing it because it's a mix between website and an application kind of, which I like to do. So it's not simple landing page, but it's also like it should work. I want I want it to be like when someone goes to the website, they are like, oh, okay, this is a nice website and I can get some value of it. It's not just landing page, it is selling you something, but it's really providing a value. I would like the people to like go there every week, every month, and look forward to get some new inspiration for their own business. I really like working on that, and I'm also super like pumped to make it live in Webflow and put the content there and share it with people. Yeah, so that's I think my most exciting thing I worked on this week. Yeah, anyone want to continue?
Yeah, I want to. I think mine's gonna be a bit short compared to yours because I mean,
I'm always talking too much. Sorry.
yeah. First of all, you talk way too much, and second of all, uh, I think your work as a designer it's always gonna sound more interesting than like coding or marketing and stuff like that. Just because it's the process itself, it's more visual. But I was working on the B2B outreach again after many months. We continued, we picked a vertical, we picked podcast studios because we probably got most leads in podcast studios and it makes the most sense right now for us. So we crafted the landing page with Johan. I adjusted the copy on it, and now I'm writing pretty much cold emails again because it's outreach after many months and it's going well so far. I have a lot of responses, and it's kind of a short, small sample right now. But I'm gonna continue with the not interested studios from the past, so it's gonna be challenging to convince them. But it's interesting after many months of working on this project. The tool right now is much better than it was before, and it makes me way more confident in talking to these people and selling it to them, which is great for me because it has, first of all, it's much more polished and it has interesting features for them. We got interesting features planned for the future. So yeah, I'm looking forward to their responses, and if we can secure at least 3 or 5 podcast studios in the next, let's say, 2 weeks, maybe a month, that would be awesome. So that's kind of my job right now.
That would be like
Nice.
totally awesome.
Yeah, that would be completely awesome. And thanks for sharing. It was nice. Yeah, I think like what you shared is something that really also for me was always like I like to do this when there is a response for it.
Hmm.
It's like so satisfying to schedule the call. And
Yeah, and one interesting thing, if I can continue, is that when we were doing the media list with Johan, not sure if people know about it, we were crafting the mails, right? And we changed it like 7 times. And in the end, I think it was kind of like not really authentic. It was like robotic. And I just decided yesterday when I was crafting the first mail, I decided to just write it and then just edit it. And now I wasn't changing anything else, and I just sent it because I think the first draft is always the best because it's the most authentic one, and then you just edit it so it sounds good, but you don't want to change any meaning or stuff like that. So that's kind of what I'm testing right now, and I think it's the best approach when writing cold emails.
that's a really good tip, man. I like it. Thanks.
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
now the guys.
I can continue because I think Predrag he's not going to have anything exciting to say because he
typical,
actually works
typical.
first 3 days in a week. He works like as a contractor for a company because we are not yet break even, so we need to you know get
But
some income. Uh,
yeah, he can share something from that. But I know Predrag's answer
Yeah,
is like
true.
nothing
I
is
was basically
exciting.
like bringing home the
actually,
money back to family. So
Actually, like 10 minutes before the call started, Predrag was like sitting there and he was like, "Fuck, man, this is so like exhausting. Like yesterday, I was working for 8 hours, but like working 8 hours as a contractor is like much worse than working like on our stuff, and I just went sleep. Like it's hard." So,
Yeah, but you can share that. But whatever. Yeah.
like, for me, it wasn't that bad. Actually, this week I have finally finished the processing of the screen sharing videos, which is great. Today we are going to launch this feature into production, and like the thing which makes me like pretty happy about this week is that I have not only managed to like deliver this feature, but because I've like kind went a little bit deeper, so I've been able to also get the backup videos being processed automatically. So we when the recordings is a little bit fucked up maybe sometimes the client will contact us, so we don't have to do so many so many support requests and so on. And also I have finally managed to polish the admin interface, so now it's going to be much easier to navigate like in all the like database objects and everything. When something is not right, it's going to be much faster to came to the conclusion like what's fucked up.
Nice. So you are generally like most excited by accomplishing quite a lot this week. Like
Yeah,
a lot
I'm
of stuff actually.
excited by the result of like the work like maybe I have done like week before. Like now it has paid off.
Nice. It's a good week. That's the best weeks.
Yeah,
The first one is worse.
I'm also looking forward like to today and tomorrow because I want to finish this stuff. This feature goes into production. Then I want to focus fully on sales of our consulting work.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Thanks for sharing, man, and I like it a lot. And probably if you want, like
Yeah,
you don't have to, of course, but you can, and you can go in the past, but maybe in the future, like you can say what is most exciting that you gonna do right now on Welder because you work on the
yeah,
contract
sure.
stuff.
So basically, like this week, I was making sure that everybody here in the team like gets the money to buy hookers and crack, and like so far it's good. It's working fine. But like actually it was as Marek said, like I said to him, like I was like I'm doing contracts 3 days a week and then I'm working on the welder, but actually like even with Twister it's quite interesting because like we have a big team with 9 people, and basically because I have previous experience with the projects, I'm basically a tech lead with Honza, like which is like the principal engineer. And actually you can get quite a lot of experience with that because like you're managing people, you're doing the tasks, you're helping them grow and stuff like that. So it's the experience I didn't really had before in Twisto because we were working with the company we are currently working at. We already worked with Johan and Marek before, but this time basically, but before we worked only with Johan, like with 2 people basically, and it was just us. But right now we have like a bigger team with 9 people, and I'm actually responsible for managing a lot of it. So it's a cool experience. I think we can basically use it for welders, like some of the stuff I learned there and stuff. So this is definitely interesting. And like the more interesting for me is even the welder right now, like today and tomorrow, where we will finally like finish the screen sharing. So I'm most excited basically about that, so we can finally release it.
Nice, thanks for sharing. It's
Yeah,
cool. I like this.
I actually remember like before we joined Twisto or we started to work for him, like for like the good projects. Like I remember we were always like, hey man, we are actually like good programmers or not? Like
Yeah, exactly.
we had no like validation of that. And I remember like when we joined them, we are like one of the best programmers like in the company, which is great. Like it
Yeah,
gives us
I go like,
confidence. And like the same goes for Johan, like he is a product manager.
yeah, I'll just share what you said about the Twister and like as you said, like we were not sure how good we actually are. And for me at Twisto, it was like that a lot actually, but right now it's even bigger, at least for me as a designer, because I don't know, like my designs were never like super nice, super beautiful, like anything of it, or I didn't know it from outside. Like Jordan always say me he likes it, but I'm not sure why he's saying it. And I did this like design of welder and of the landing page and the app, and I get so much feedback without people knowing that it was me, like just as I'm calling with one CEO. I get so much feedback that the design is so awesome, like the landing page, the app, like they love the experience, and it like I'm so happy about it,
Yeah,
really,
I can
because you can
imagine
see
like
like
this,
direct.
like, hey Johan, your design, it's like perfect. Who's doing the design? Yeah, yeah, we have like a really talented designer. He's one of the best in the world, and it's me. Yeah, but your designers are like that, man. You have to be like confident, like in the art and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
man,
true, it's true, and I
it's
always
really
well,
nice to hear it if the person doesn't know like you did the design. That's cool.
yeah, it's like that. But I also like I always trusted my design, but I also knew when I showed it, for example, to Tomas or Lucas or like other guys, it was like, okay, it's not the best, or even sometimes to you. And I know sometimes my design aren't like not the best, but I know I had something in me. Yeah, I found this in the office. It's cool.
Yeah, I actually found it at home, I think, and I was like, yeah, I
It's
can
like
give it to you.
yeah, it's like finally I'm real CEO. All right, so this was a really good part. I'm not sure if you want to continue. I have one more thing, or maybe like two, but one more thing in a similar style. Let's see how it goes. And now I would like us to share the most frustrating thing like each of one had this week, or like most challenging slash frustrating, maybe that turned into a good thing, but maybe really was a fuck up. Like just sharing these
Work
stuff.
related or
Actually, you can share anything. Like if you had
yeah, I can start.
something really interesting.
I was actually like, managing this problem like now.
Hey, Johan from Future here. Marek actually shared his challenge he was facing right now. It was super funny, super nice, but we decided not to share it because of some reasons. But it was a really nice story about how challenging it can be running a business together with like having your own life and how much the business takes from your time, and then you, for example, forgot to do something super important. And yeah, that happens, and it's good to share. We will share more of these, but this one we decided not to share actually.
I can continue maybe, and then anyone else, if you want to share something, you don't need to. If you want to share something, you can. My part was probably making a logo for Crazy Monkeys, and it's like sometimes when I think about this, like about our logos, as I shared in the video yesterday, like some bright idea comes into my mind, and it's really cool. I like this because I always go just to sketch it really quickly and get some inspiration, and then do it in Figma, and it's nice or somehow nice, and then I polish it. But sometimes I really don't have the idea at all. And it's mostly when the thing is complicated. So if you imagine like drawing a monkey, it's hard for me because I'm not good at drawing actually. So like drawing a face of monkey, some really cool style, it's super hard for me, and it's even hard for me to imagine it. And I searched on Google and I searched on Dribble, and I really like find just these beautiful, well-crafted logos, like high detail, like illustrations. And you're like, fuck, I can never do this, or I can, but I would spend like months on it, and I don't want to do that. But I know that Jordan was really nice logo and stuff like that. So I was thinking and sketching so much, and the sketches are so ugly. Like you can see, they're so ugly, and it was so painful. Yeah, and it was so painful to do it. Like it pains me when I get into this stage of design where I really want to do something great and I cannot. It just like it's blocked, and it really hurts my brain. And then I take a break for 2 days, and then I came back and I was like with this idea. Okay, I want to do it from like elements that are in programming languages, because it's like Crazy Monkey. It's okay, but I don't want this super nice logo that is nice, but it's not related to the brand. I want it to be related to us as like people with hard skills and love to computer start things. And I did this logo, and it made me laugh so hard. I'm not sure if you've seen it on the Slack, and it's just yeah, it's just super simple. I'm not sure if I can look it on the camera, but it's this one,
I love them.
and it's just like it's just brackets, like curved brackets, then two brackets like this, like the eyes and dots in them, and the dots are like like fucked up because he's like crazy. And it kind of resembles a monkey, not that much, but it's so funny. It made me laugh so hard, and I like when this happens. Like I like the logo. I'm not sure if you guys like it, but I like it a lot for multiple reasons. I like it because I like when this process happens. It's something you are super stuck, and that you get this one idea that's super simple. You make it and you like it. It's like the best feeling ever. And also, it's so funny because like the monkey has these weird eyes, and they can be, for example, in Webflow, like coded so they always follow your mouse. In the brackets. It can be played with really easily in other design. It can be played with like editors and stuff like that. So I like it actually. So that was really something I was frustrated a lot and made me really happy.
Yeah, that's what I liked the most about the logo. I didn't. Well, the design, it was kind of neutral for me. I wasn't sure if I like it if I don't. Sorry, but I kind of like the potential with the interactions with it. As you said, the eyes and stuff. It can be played with, and that's nice. Maybe that's even more important than how it looks when it's
Yeah,
static.
I
I don't
believe
know.
in that. Yeah,
But it's funny that
I believe
I
that.
know multiple designers and none of them can draw. It's like becoming.
Yeah, all right. So if anyone wants to share this kind of like challenging thing they had this week, if not, it's okay. Okay too.
Yeah, it's a twisted thing, but I'm not sure how interesting it's going to be
Yeah, I
because
know what Brady had. Brady had a fucked up motorcycle.
I'm not sure how interesting it's going to be because like I was basically doing the deployment of like the application we are doing with Twisto, and I basically hate that kind of work. So I had to like set up Kubernetes and stuff like that, and it took 3 days, and it was really challenging and honestly like boring because like I hate it. But otherwise, like it was a good week generally. Just that I hated like 3 days. That was
Yeah. But that's a nice story. I like it. Yeah, it's
3 days of four were like super fucked up, but in general the week was perfect. Yeah, you have to be positive.
all right. Alex, do you want to go or you want to skip?
Yeah, no, I wanna go, but it's gonna be brief. It's just I was trying to come up with new content for my LinkedIn for my personal profile, and I'm still kind of stuck. So I will probably have to take like a joke or go to gym or something. Not a gym, like a, I don't know how it's called in English. The gym which is outside, you can go there even with Corona.
I have Corona. I'm going to the gym outside.
I mean, even during pandemic, I don't have it.
Like in the forest.
Outdoor workout.
Yeah, outdoor gym.
Outdoor
Yeah,
gym, maybe.
yeah,
I would
workout
do
place.
forest.
I just need to take like an hour and come up with something. I have so many ideas for Johan, but I have nothing. I have nothing for myself. I need to self care.
Yeah, it's true. Good point, actually, and I like you share this because I think it's an issue for a lot of creative people, not for these two Dart programmers. No, actually, I heard this talk from the Basecamp creator, and he was talking like the developers are also so much creative people, and it's true. Like I always knew it, but it was just interesting to hear it. But sorry. But yeah, it's interesting to hear this because that's what happens a lot of time to me, like in my creative work, is that I got this like stuck, and it's so hard to get out of it. There are a few things that helps me. One of them you said, going like to do like take care about yourself, and really like do some workout, run or whatever. Second one is take some time, just like leave it completely, leave it be, leave it a go, give it a go. I don't know how to say it in English, but just give it some time for like a day or two. And the third one, if this doesn't help, is really just
Go to sleep.
craft some.
That's what.
Yeah, sleep also. Yeah, sleep also. This like regenerates actually your like prefrontal cortex, like the part of your brain that does these that is like the best for this creative works that needs a lot of imagination and connecting many complex things together. So sleep helps a lot actually. And the last thing for me, if I'm really stuck, is just to do do it, like not think too much about it, but just go. And if it's something about to write, just start writing anything that's on your mind, and just start writing. If it's designing, just start designing anything. Like I do it with the logos, or sketch on paper, or just like say it on paper and draw the structure you think should be done, and it will like unstuck the flow, and it will take you somewhere.
You wanna say just do it?
Just do it. Yeah. All right. I think this was really nice session.
Just,
I like it a lot, actually. Personally, like not for the content only, but really like this kind of sharing with you guys. It's nice to hear the excitement and also the challenges. And I also like the format, and I think the content is going to be really interesting out of it. So let's do it the next week again. And yeah, that's for me.
Perfect. Okay. Let's get to work.
All right. Let's get back to work and let's do it.
See you guys. Bye-bye.
See ya.